Hi, everyone. Okay, yeah, I had some technical difficulty brain farts going on there for a second, but I'm here. Can everybody hear me? If it is too loud, let me know. I can turn my microphone down. I'll wait to hear first if everybody can hear me or not. Hey, Sherry. Okay, good, good, good. Is it too loud? 'Cause I was recording earlier. I was doing a Lisa video and I had played with my volume, so I wasn't sure how it was going to be tonight. Okay, awesome. Thank you. We're going to do the regular wait for a while, let everybody pile in. How's everybody's weekend? Was their weekend? It's Monday. I know, dog. I know. I try not to be. Hi, Donna. Was there a weekend? I don't know. It went by so quickly. And then I totally forgot about the Super Bowl because I don't pay attention. Oh, well, welcome, Haley. I'm glad you were able to make it. My weekend was awesome. I got housework done, Sammy. That's always good to do. I like to try and keep up with it so that on the weekends I don't have to spend like an entire day doing it. Cause like I remember growing up, we had I think it was Saturdays was like clean the house day as kids. And it was always like I just did a whole week of school and now we have to spend an entire Saturday cleaning. It's always easier just to do it through the week. And then you have the weekend. You don't have to worry about cleaning everything. That's good, Jessica. Absolutely nothing is always good. Episode 6 of Victoria No Secret, aka Vicky, should be coming out sometime early this. Yes. Yep. Yeah, Villain's been really busy with the house, getting it ready, like she said already in her live stream. She's just been really busy dealing with that. So, and that's a lot. That is a lot on one person. Thank you, Spotter, for gifting 1 Predator Reaper membership. I appreciate that. Don't know who it went to because I can't see it. Hi, JC lady. Oh, dog got it. Congratulations, dog. I'm glad that you said something. Yeah, so yeah, she's just been really busy with that. She's completely exhausted. Recording the Victoria videos has taken a lot too. So, yeah. I'm glad I'm not sitting where she is right now because probably would have already just thrown myself in the bed and said, "Nope, I'm done." Oh, good. See, I really wanted to get the Motorola Razr because that was my first, like, real phone. Like, I had the Nokia, but the Motorola Razr was, like, the, magenta one. That was, like, the shit phone to have. It's like, "Ooh, everybody has that? Yeah, gotta have that phone." I cannot figure out how to become a member. I don't know. From where I'm looking, I'm on StreamYard, so I can't even direct you on how to do it. I got a feeling episode 6, the way she was talking is the last episodes are gonna be the worst for Victoria, so yeah. That's why she's been on this whole tour of deflection and lying. Like, she has new people that have moved toward like, gravitated towards her, and I mean, the lies coming out of her right now are atrocious. And these people just eat it up, and it's like, "Come on." Like, there's so much evidence out there with the child abuse and the what, 10,000 or more dollars in scammed money, everything. Yeah, it's not gonna go good for her. Hopefully, I'm not lagging. I hope I'm not. Because I was rendering my Lisa video, and I had to pause it to go live because I didn't wanna lag. Hi, Christina. But, yeah, those videos are great. Awesome. Yeah, she's just I mean, yeah, it's Victoria, what more can I say? And then I'm gonna talk about Lisa for a few minutes, and then we're gonna get into Trash Panda, who clearly has I guess she wanted attention, so since I didn't finish with her, I guess she gets her attention. I will have somebody joining me tonight who knows the situation way better than I do. Paul Victoria's recently has went up on the no photo. Oh, yeah. Exactly, Sherry. But yeah, so when they join, we'll talk about like, Trash Panda just clearly needed attention, and that's okay. Hi, April. Yeah, I agree, William. I agree. I guess she went live earlier and she was upset about my thumbnail, asking why people have to blow up her pictures to make her look ugly. I didn't do anything to your pictures. All I did was put them on a thumbnail. That was it. You took the selfies, not me. Hold on. Let me do something really quick. I gotta fix something and I'll be right back. Okay. I was lagging because I still had my editing program open. I had it paused, but it was still open and going. So that's why.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey. Can you hear me?
Sorry about that. Yes.
No problem. All right.
You're echoing. Do you have YouTube open or anything?
No,
Okay.
I don't. I can do headphones. So 1 second.
Oh, okay.
Is that better? Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. Perfect.
That's much better. All right. I'm gonna do the Lisa stuff really quick, and then we'll get into Trash Panda.
All right. Great.
So Lisa, yes, her parents are moving on the 17th. The entire property, everybody in the property has to go. So it's not like just her parents and just her. It's everybody. However, from what I'm hearing, Lisa cannot go, but that I guess they've got permission for the 30-year-old son to go. And from what I'm hearing, it is a 55 plus community. I'm still trying to get that verified 100%, but from what the information I'm given is usually given by people that are not wrong. So she will not be going with them. So I don't know what's going to happen to her. I don't know if she's going to start begging for money to go live somewhere. I have no clue, but I imagine that after the 17th, it's going to get much worse for Lisa. I honestly don't know if it's Section 8. I don't know. Well, I guess, Amy, somebody said that they had gotten permission for him to be there. I have no clue. From what I understand, he would have to be on disability or something for them to even have permission for him to stay in a 55 or and older community, but I could be wrong on that. But yeah, we'll find out. It's gonna get worse before it gets better. She keeps comparing herself to a bum living on the street when, I mean, come on. She's not a bum living on the street. She has a house to live in, a bed to sleep in. She has heat. She has food. Yes, she has food. Her dad went grocery shopping before he ended up back in the hospital, and he has been home since Saturday. So he had been home all day Saturday when she was begging for money. She'll definitely. Oh, absolutely. She will. She will. The entitlement is crazy. You know, that's like the biggest thing, the entitlement. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm hoping that if she ends up on the street, that it will be the rock bottom, because at that point, she will have lost everything. She thinks she's lost everything right now. She has not. Because she still has a home. Her parents are still taking care of her. She still has food, a bed, warmth, all of that. She has not lost everything. If she can't move with her parents at that point, yes, she has lost everything. And maybe or hopefully that'll be the kick in the ass she needs. Because it's either that or a body bag, and I don't think we want to see another human being go out like that. Like, I know people don't like her. I get it. I hate her behavior. I hate the things that she says to people. I hate the addiction that has a hold of her. I do not want to see people just expire. I'm sorry. And that'll take me to my next topic really quickly before we get on to Trash Panda, because this is how Trash Panda ended up coming back.
Oh, yeah.
I am going to say this one time. Nobody bullied Jesse LaRusso off of the fucking internet. I didn't bully him. My subscribers did not bully him. Nobody bullied him. He was called out for saying what he said. He could have just apologized and been done with it. He chose not to. He then chose to delete his own channel. He did not get bullied. So, Trash Panda, you can say what the fuck you want. You didn't even know who he was until 4 or 5 days ago.
Yeah. Yeah, she was saying that.
Like,
She just did a live stream about like 2 hours ago, trying to do some damage control about how she doesn't scam, how it's because she's beautiful, and just like all this ridiculous, the normal stuff. But that's all bullshit.
3 cosmetic companies were fighting over her to model?
Yeah, and her like weird eyes, she said. But yeah,
Weird.
that's yeah, her like weird. She's got weird eyes. That's what she said. But she does. And I mean, she's the last person.
Don't pay attention.
Yeah, she's the last person. The eyeshadow, like even in thumbnail, like that's just crazy. Yeah. But that's a Maybelline model.
Oh, Dirty Smart, thank you for gifting one for the Reaper membership. Yeah, I don't get it. Like, I was telling them when we started the whole thing when she went live, asking why people blow up her photos to make her look ugly. I just put them on a thumbnail. I didn't take the photo.
Yes, that she always does this. like any picture, these are all pictures that she has on her Twitter that she's posted herself, and if you post them, she says they're altered and edited because they're not the bold glamour ones that she wants everyone to see. Like obviously, like the one I have as my profile picture, yeah, that's made her a little chubby and fat in the face, and yeah, obviously. But the other pictures I've used, no, those are all hers.
Yeah, I didn't alter any of her photos on my thumbnail.
No.
Those are directly from her. So, all her photos, like she took that Fetzer selfie. She did it herself.
Yep, she put that out there for some reason.
And I guess we're jealous of her voice.
That and her growing, her channel's growing. She's
like stagnant. Like it. She actually lost subscribers before she changed her channel name.
Yeah. Well, yeah. The accent, her Cajun accent. It's not Alabama. It's Cajun. I'm not even gonna go there.
No one is jealous of you. Nobody should be jealous of anybody who has lost custody of their children.
Yep.
Who scams people on the internet. Who tag teams with another one to get money from people on the internet. What is it with people putting their pets in the fucking freezer with your food? Please stop doing that, people. Victoria did it with her dead lizard. Now Tammy's doing it with her dead dog. Stop putting dead animals in your freezer.
I've never heard of that, and that's especially when it's like such a preventable thing as like a tooth abscess or a tooth infection. Dog should not go for that.
Preventable, 100%.
Yeah. So that's a little crazy, and I'm surprised. And Fallen Angel. She was back in the chat today as a mod. The convicted, the registered sex offender. So that's interesting.
Correct. Yes, Trash Panda surrounds herself with sex offenders and likes to stand up for them and coddle them and enable them. But if you go against her, you are labeled a pedophile.
Yeah, it's crazy. Because most of the people that have been around her have some type of weird sex thing, and that was huge. And she's kicking other people out of the community, like this weirdo Harry, and but not her, and she's defending it. And it's I'm assuming it's because she's giving her some money, because that's the only thing that matters to her, and that's why all these streams, and she always goes, she streams and gets mad and says all this stuff. It's because it's bringing attention to the fact that she is scamming people, and she's not doing it like Lisa. Hers is very sneaky. At least Lisa is in your face begging and asking you for money. Panda sneaks and goes in the DMs. She makes up these stories. She's always sympathy, saying all this stuff, but like then she's acquiring all these houses, these jobs. It's very sneaky. It's different. Like Lisa's more in your face. You can tell it, but with her, she's very sneaky. It's different.
Exactly. It's always behind the scenes, or they're in Discord doing secret fundraisers for her or for Tammy. It's weird.
There's been a lot of fundraisers for Tammy since she's entered the community. There was a car, the dog, which is weird. It's just, I mean, I'm just bothered by the whole thing. But totally preventable. $200 if you're out $200, if that puts you out that much and you have an animal. But there's places out there that help, and you don't need to be going to Panda's chat. And I also find it funny with Panda, who works 45 hours a day, like she acts, and can't throw her $5. It's always Tammy, I'm so strapped, I can't help you out, but the 3 people in my chat can stop.
Yeah, I don't understand that. She's working 2 full-time jobs and she can't help her friend out with $5 to cremate her dog.
Yeah. She said that she get her a cigar box she'll send her that she gets from the tobacco shop. Yes. She'll send her that. She can't help her out.
Weird. I can't give you $5, but I'll give you a cigar box to put his ashes in. That was fucked up.
come on,
Oh,
like.
God.
And it's like it would be so much easier if she actually did get a job, and I don't believe that she does. I just don't believe
No.
it.
No.
But it'd be so much easier. Like, it seems like she's been doing this for years. Like, because there's things like there was stuff with a Venmo. I sent you that where she's got a few things from people that said for meds, and her entrance into different communities. Like, as you know, with the Letitia stuff, she was friends with her. Well, said she went to school with her and this crazy lie stuff. Then she went to another community and basically said she was dying of cancer and just never died of
Right.
cancer, but that she needed money for medications. And then when people questioned her, that turned into, I'm not doxing myself, even though she'll dox herself for Cash App and all that other stuff.
Right.
But yeah, it's just
She's had how many cancers?
like
3 or 4?
like 5 or something.
5?
Yeah, it was the neuroblastoma that was also inherited by her adoptive father, that
Inherited
adopted
by an
her.
adopted father. Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
no blood relation, but it was in the same spot. Hers was in her neck, but he died of bladder cancer.
Wait, we talked about this last night. We figured out
Yeah.
how, 'cause according to Trash Panda, she has nothing holding her neck up.
No, the bowl
Nothing.
took that out.
But yet she had the same cancer in the same spot as her adopted father, his was in his bladder. So the only thing we could think of is the only thing holding her neck up is her bladder. If she had it in the exact same spot as her adopted father that she got hereditary cancer from.
Yeah, it has to be.
Like,
I
that
mean,
makes sense.
there's no other explanation. And she's a
No.
walking miracle.
I know. She's broken every bone in her body, hasn't she? And all her muscles have deteriorated.
No, the MS, the reduced lung capacity from the bull's horns must have punctured her lung when she was trying to castrate it with her bare hands or whatever, and she had a knife. And but she'll tell these stuffs like straight face, and like what's crazy to me is like sometimes, like she was saying one time, she deleted the stream, but like basically saying nothing is holding up her head, and then people in the chat are like, "Oh my God, Panda, I'm so sorry." It's
That's
like,
right. She said she has generated
yes,
MS.
generated MS, which is not a thing. Like, you looked up, it's Microsoft Word generated. Like,
we looked it up for shits and giggles, and it has to do with Microsoft.
But yeah, that's not, and she didn't seem to know the first thing about MS at all, because that's not an answer. And she paused for a minute because the person was like, is it like relapsing or whatever? And she's like, pardon? And then she said, it's generated from outside sources. And this goes into more with the stolen valor thing. She says her MS is from shots she got in the army. That she was like a lab rat in the army. I don't think she was there long enough to be getting shots
MS
there.
doesn't work like that.
Yeah, there's like no really
as a
known
matter of fact,
cause.
Right. And Villain and I we did find out she does have ADD 214. The thing is, she only did 30 days in basic training. Therefore, she did not graduate basic training. Therefore, there were no secret missions unless she considers taking her drill sergeant to the barracks bathroom and playing hide the salami as a secret mission, because the military will not send you on secret missions if you don't graduate basic training.
So she didn't even complete basic training.
No, she was there 30 days.
Yeah, because that's not even long enough. That's so weird.
But she has all these elaborate military stories.
Yeah, she said she was I know she was. There's people who from years ago that she actually did tell. I don't have any of it, but she told that she was a combat vet and she watched people die and all that. Then that turned into a simple 88 mic. And yeah, now it's all the time. And that, it's a transport. She said she drove. Yeah, she drove a Hummer.
She didn't drive no damn Hummer. Oh my God.
And it's true. Yeah, she did. She went live. She pretending that she was in the ICU for a period of time, and she was having seizures. She went on some other guy's stream saying that she was live from the ICU. And that was like an MS relapse thing. Like it's been crazy for a long time. You have to get through a lot of boring stuff, but
right.
She's very like histrionic. Like I don't know exactly. Obviously, pathological liar, but it's more compulsive liar because it's always for a means to get something. Like
oh yeah.
The love bombing she does to some of these people, and you'll notice a lot of there's so many people come and go, and a lot come, and it's weird because it will be one person leaves and they figure it out, and then she has more and more, and that the Lisa Richards stuff definitely brought a lot of traffic because a lot of people follow Lisa Richards, but she kind of messed up there by going after other people who are into exposing scammers and all that type of stuff. So they keep their eyes up on that.
So she went live having seizures to call out the clean urine stash for being a pedophile because clearly he didn't lick her asshole. So he is a pedophile to her.
Yeah, she went on some guy's stream and said, and this was like 3:00 in the morning, and she was like, yeah, he's a pedophile and I'm in the ICU, and the guy was just like, oh, okay. But like, yeah, it was weird. And then she was doing it on stream. It's just crazy.
She's like, I mean, you can hear all this shit. It's just weird, but you have to get, like you said, you have to get through all the boring stuff. And it takes her like, she'll say one sentence and then she pauses for like 5 minutes and then continues on to the next sentence, pauses for 5 minutes. And it's impossible. A story that should take maybe 8 minutes to tell will take her an hour. I don't get it.
She'll like it's so funny because like people like with the clickbait titles, like she'll cover Lisa Richards and Lori, and then like people are there to see that, and then she'll play it for 2 seconds and then talk about like, oh, so and so pedophile, and that's anything that's going on in her life, and just bitching, and then like people will be confused, like, wait, so Lisa did that, or just like the weird stories she makes up and involves herself with Lisa, that never happened, as you said. That Lisa has no idea who she is.
Correct. I know Trash Panda's watching. Trash Panda, Lisa does not know who you are. She's never spoken to you on the phone. She's never talked to you in DMs or emails or anything like that.
She's not jealous of you.
No, she's definitely not jealous of you. You're both pretty much in the same position, especially when it comes to like losing your kids.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Which takes me to there was a poster that she kidnapped her children.
Yes, this was in, I want to say, was it August? I think it might have been August. The baby's father put that out, and she said that wasn't true. The kid, one of them needed medication. The kid was out without medication, and she said I guess what he said is that she was going to treat the kid with a horse, with his autism with a horse.
Instead of the medication.
Yes, and which was dangerous, and and that's why there was a protective order placed on her, because he went up and he went to Alabama. She did on stream. She played a police call because no one called the police on the internet. But I'm pretty sure what happened is the mother, the grandmother, went over there to try to get the kids or get the medication, and she called the police, and and then they didn't do anything at the time. It wasn't like there wasn't court. They didn't go to court for custody at this point. But then again, the father went there, took the kids from Alabama, brought them home. Then that 9-hour standoff thing happened. I am iffy on like, because he mentioned, she blames us. She says we did it. We somehow, the trolls and everyone, caused her baby's father to cause a 9-hour standoff because he got these calls. I'm pretty sure she had something to do with that. I mean, I can't say that. I have no evidence of that right now. But if anything, it kind of seems a little fishy that a month after he takes his kids back, and she only cared about putting the kids online to say she would do it. You say I don't have my kids. She puts them on stream saying, oh, see trolls, I have my kids. So I just find that weird that happened. And it was all these calls, and he says that they were saying that he was running guns to Maine to Alabama, and it's just weird. And eventually, if that is true, or she had someone do that, I mean, that will be found out. So don't get too bold, Panda. But that's what ends up when she had to go to court in Maine. It was because it took her time to do it, but she was challenging the protective order that was placed on her by the father on the children, and he did drop that.
Yeah, I'm pulling up some stuff right now so I can share it to the screen. That way Panda can't say, oh my God, they're lying. They're not even showing any proof.
Yeah, she still will anyways. Like, she's still, like, same as you can literally show a picture of herself and she'll say it's fabricated bullshit.
Fabricated bullshit. That's all we show over here is fabricated bullshit. No. I'm trying to find that. I've got this motion for immediate relief. Is that worth showing?
I think that's... Wait, let me think, because I know I sent you a lot. It would say the father's name versus Leah, and then it was just showing that it was dropped. But you also have the documentation of her sworn statement. Well, her notarized statement, basically proving she doesn't have, her kids aren't in her custody right now.
Yep. Yeah, I do have that. I was going to pull that too. Yeah, I was trying to find that. The one where it has her sworn statement and then the text messages right after, or the messages right after it in Discord where she's telling people
that he beat her. Yeah. And that he, because she did that too. She said that she would not lie. Well, yeah, you can go over it, but yeah.
Yeah, like, don't sit there and sign a sworn affidavit saying that your husband never beat you and you wouldn't lie about it, blah, 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 and then turn around the exact next day
and
tell people that he was beating you and you need food.
So it shows how much you care about your kids. It's like, all right, well, if that was the only opportunity and you wanted your kids that bad, wouldn't you just be like, when you lie and say, or if that was the case, to lie or say, yeah, she's saying in the statement that he said she'd be home in Alabama with those kids if she said that he beat them or whatever, but she just will not lie because she obviously doesn't lie 24/7. But yeah, you do that just so you can have your kids, save them from being in custody and then saying that they had a wonderful Christmas when they're having the worst time in their lives. But you'd think you would just do that just for the sake of them. You lie for anything else. You lie for attention. You lie for food. You'll say that someone that he beat you at court while you were surrounded by all these security guards.
Wouldn't that be like, people would have seen that?
Yeah, because she said that she was going in with she had a mob of security around her, she said, which is obviously not true, but he didn't beat her. And she likes to talk about other people who make those type of statements. She's done it to other people. Other people have received DMs where she would say, not just him, but to other men, that they beat her. Oh, I need something to eat. It's weird, but you can do that, but you won't do you won't lie for your kids.
No, of course not. They're not as important.
No, unfortunately.
And it's sad that, people put themselves above their children all the time.
Yeah, she
I
told
cannot
people she
find
had.
it. Can you text me those 2 Discord messages again?
Yeah, hopefully that doesn't drop me out.
I have everything else.
Saying, hold on, it might
Okay.
drop me out because I'm through it in my phone.
If it does,
1
just
second.
come
It
back
might drop
and-
me out. I might have to pop. Okay, yeah. Give me 1 second.
All right. No problem. Sorry, Chad, I'm not paying attention. I was trying to pull those up. Definitely need to have those handy. Yeah, why would you, like, if you were going to court to get your children back, and the only way to get your children back was to tell the truth that your husband was beating you, and you could get your kids back, why would you lie in a sworn affidavit that's notarized saying that he doesn't beat you, and then the next day go on Discord saying that he just beat you and you need food? Like, I will never understand that. Why people just put themselves over their own children. And then we've also, I'm sorry, my cat is not behaving. And then we've also got her going on and on and on about my husband. I don't know how many know this, but Trash Panda herself is married to a convicted murderer who helped murder a man, and they left his body to rot in the grass. She knew this after the fact, married him, and had 2 children. As a matter of fact, she's living with him right now. This is the guy that she chose over having custody of her children. So yeah, really come at me about my husband. It's not real smart or a good look for you to go after somebody else who is married to, yes, a convicted murderer, but I at least have a past with my husband. We have a child together before his crime.
All right, I'm back.
And I choose him over my children. He's also a convicted woman beater. Duh. There was a 9-hour standoff with him and the police.
Yes.
I mean, this guy's got all kinds of problems. He's
Yeah.
still out here to, like, beating women up. So, yeah, shouldn't say anything.
No, that's like what it's so bold of her to even go there, and because yeah, like just with everything, with all she's dealing with, especially like just the things she's covers when she's covering constantly talking about people and losing their kids and how bad parents they are, and just all the stuff that she says. It's just like you really bold to go there, really bold.
Right. And they have like CPS. They do have CPS issues in 5 separate states.
Yes, that's like in his book too. It's just they've constantly just been going from state to state, like escaping CPS. He's been on a CPS podcast. They're like, and these people that he's like kind of like linking up with and talking to, they believe like CPS like harvests his kids' organs and stuff, like really crazy out there stuff. Wow. So I mean, none of that's looking good as far as that goes.
Hey, Terry. Yeah, that's gross. I'm going to go ahead and show some of these really quick.
Yeah, I don't know if I got all of it just because my phone's such much. I know I got the PFA thing and the one screenshot of where she had that conversation with Ghosty.
Okay. Let me present this. This first one is going to be the poster for her children when she kidnapped them. I have blurred their faces.
All right, good.
Oops, I need to hide that. So if you see these children or have any information about them or their location, please call 911. I guess what was she taking them from her husband, right?
Yes. So like, I guess they're technically married. It's like some weird, I think I was hearing it's some weird pagan, I don't know, marriage or
Wasn't it? It was
something.
a pagan ritual. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, but it's not I guess exactly on paper, but some weird ritual. But yeah, so she, I guess there was an agreement. Like he said that she could only be there. And this is what's interesting. With the kids, their agreement wasn't court or anything like that. It was a civil agreement, and she could only be there as long as the mother, her mother, who she said was dead, was there.
Right. Yeah.
That was one of the conditions. And he was saying that she stopped, she blocked him, blocked his mother, wasn't at the mother's house, and it was all red flags. And so yeah, they were due to be home at a certain date, and she just never returned them.
Yeah, that's not a good thing. If you're gonna have your kids and you're gonna have custody, return them when they're supposed to be returned. Especially since, from what I've seen, she uses them for monetary gains on the internet.
Yeah, that's a big part of it, and he's even said that himself, that's the only reason he sees why she does that. And it's just sick. Like, but then she says that she had to take it down. She can't put them on anymore because pedophiles. Yes, that's about the
pedophiles. She is the one who surrounds herself with pedophiles and sex offenders, befriends them.
Right now, she is close to one, talking to one while this is going on. It's not a good look. She thinks that we do all these calls and personal shit and real life stuff. We don't. We just do it on here. We haven't, but it's not a good look, Panda. And someone might, it's not good. It's not a good decision.
Real life is what you're saying.
Yeah, not to no one's calling CPS or anyone with this. Like, she says that they do. No one has. Sometimes it feels like, they should, but I don't do that. And not much other people do. But she's not making it look good because there could be someone that will.
Oh, absolutely. But this is an email from her husband, or pagan ceremonied husband. I have seen the videos on YouTube. I know she's not at her mother's where she's supposed to be with the boys, and the boys were supposed to be returned on the 1st, and that's why she discontinued communication, blocked my mom's phone, all telltale signs. And then she told me she was going to use a horse to treat Micah's medical condition. The authorities in Lisbon Falls, Maine, are asking for a social worker contact number in that county. But I guess this was already dealt with.
Yes. So that's when he eventually was able to just pick them up and brought them back. This was way back in, it was like around August. And she didn't challenge it until the protective order until October, when she went to court, and then she ended up moving to Maine. Now she lives there permanently after she said this terrible stuff about the man, the father of her kids. She's now staying there. That is so obvious. She says it's not, but it's just so obvious. Unless she makes it sound like she's went through 3 houses by the 2 months that she's been there. And now it's turned in she's been there for 2 years. She just needed to get the estate figured out with all the farms she had to sell.
Oh, wow.
It's just all ridiculous stuff. It's like, okay, then why is Cammy financing your trip if you got all this money and all these farms and this land? Like, I never seen someone with such a problem with excess land, excess houses. It's crazy.
And never has any money.
Yep. Never.
And full-time jobs. Don't forget that. But yet is on Discord or on YouTube asking for money.
Yep. And she likes to say that she doesn't because she doesn't straight out ask it, but like everything is a hint at it. It's all times
Oh,
are
yeah.
really hard right now. It's so people feel bad, and because there are people out there that they don't get it and they want to help, and that's why everything is sympathy, pity me, feel bad. And it's the same way. You're just not explicitly asking outright for money. It
Right.
doesn't make you any better than Lisa Richards.
Correct. And according to the Clean Urine Stash, she sold the farm and house to nuns.
Yes, she said that in the stream she did today, that she sold it to nuns. And that just went through. The farm sale just went through. That'll be finished in 2 weeks. So I guess she's going to buy more snacks to eat when she gets that, because that's all she does.
Her anorexia.
Yep. Literally while she's eating, and you hear the eating sounds, and you hear the fucking the toilet in the background going.
Oh my God.
But she'll say she's anorexic, and she's constantly chewing, constantly eating.
Yeah.
Just strolls out of bed and just starts eating, and then my anorexia. It's like, yeah, anorexia means not eating. So just stop. And she said everyone bullies her because of her anorexia, and she's so skinny and so small. It's like, come on, stop.
Correct. Yeah, everything I'm showing that's like a legal document or whatever is all public record.
Yeah, the fob has put all this stuff out himself. Like, you don't even need a FOIA with him.
Yeah, definitely don't. He puts out everything.
Yeah.
It's crazy. This is the affidavit that she did sign, where she said she wasn't going to lie for her children.
Yep.
And then I'll have to get to the screenshots of the text she just sent me. But this is where the children were taken into CPS control. She does not have custody of her children.
Yeah, and this is a random.
Even
This
though
is a
she's saying it.
One of Tommy's posts. He drafts up these things. They're hard to make sense of, but it's not like I think he just types these up and sends them and emails them. It's not a real like legal document. It's just him saying stuff.
Right.
I don't think there's anything extremely personal in there.
There's not.
But yes. Okay. But it's crazy.
Definitely wanted to address this. So she wrote this on 11/24. So they were trying to fundraise for Tammy, I guess, to fix her car for $540. And
yes, and
I guess Tammy wasn't getting any money, and it was my fault.
Yeah, which made no sense because your coverage of her at that time stopped, and she she randomly came back, like, because she disappeared for like about 2 weeks. It was the longest she's ever disappeared from. So it's just funny. Panda said she's so unbothered by this. She was very bothered by it because she was gone for 2 weeks, the longest she's ever stayed off the internet. And then it goes into this raising money for Tammy's car. So yeah, but I don't understand what that was about. You ruining it. You didn't even know until I told you about it. So
yeah, and that was recently, like yesterday. But she says, "Oh my God, these bastards are making things hard on Tammy. Reaper raised money for a fucking monster. Never, ever, ever have I raised money for my husband. Ever. You will never see on anything that shows that I fundraised for him." She says, "I did a GoFundMe for my husband. I have never fundraised for him. I've never done that." So evidence, please, Trash Panda. Evidence would be great for everything you've basically been smearing about me and my husband. That would be awesome. Because you
she
keep
never
saying that, but yet never done it.
She never has any evidence or proof of anything. She lumps other people, and she's talking about GoFundMe. She had one some guy made about her cancer, or spine cancer, but it more sounded like it was that she needed money for a car payment because she was falling behind. But
Right.
so if anyone has GoFundMe's, but we couldn't say anything about the GoFundMe because the person who made it, she claims, was dead and transgender. So we couldn't say anything about it.
Weird.
Like that's what her thing was.
I did have a GoFundMe. I think I might have had two, but I can't remember. I know I had one when I did find out that I had cancer, which has been taken care of. I did put up the GoFundMe because it was before my insurance took hold. Once my insurance kicked in, I don't think I even knew how to cancel it. I just left it alone. And then the other one was when we were having financial problems after the IRS let a buttload of us go. And I don't even know if that one's still active. Like I don't know.
I don't even think
she pay attention.
I don't even think she knows that, like really, because Panda doesn't do any research when it comes to anything. So I don't even think she knows that when it comes to, she just makes things up. She's been saying the same stuff about Emma and Moon, that they always are doing GoFundMes, and I've never seen any of them do GoFundMe either. She just lumps everyone in, and usually it's like kind of like a projection thing at this point, because I have not seen GoFundMes in a while by anyone. So
oh my goodness, professional troll. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Pull it forward to Crash Panda. No. This one's just saying, yes, Tammy needs help. Something about a car. She's $36 short. Oh my God.
$36. It's just weird. Like, you can't come up with $36. Like, I thought when I first saw that, when she first did the community post, I thought she was raising like hundreds of dollars, but $36, Panda, you can't do that with your millions of jobs and hours worked. Like, that's crazy. You can't give her $36. Well, you have to ask everyone else.
There's I have another screenshot. I think you sent it to me, was the one where she was asking for $540 for Tammy because of her car.
Yeah, I think, because that was the community post, and that's why I got confused too, because at first it sounded like she needed the $540, and then it turned into, she's $36 short. So I was like, is she raising the $540 or $36? But I guess it was that she, so I don't know if someone else, but it sounded like she was just $36 short of the car payment, and then reached out to Panda to take care of it, is what I think. It's just weird. I mean, $36 is if you pay that much money, I just figured they'd just be like, come back when you got the rest of it. It's just weird.
Yeah, $36 could have easily been dealt with without having to go to Discord of all places.
She's had fundraisers. The professional troll says she had a fundraiser to get Ada Wolf some Excedrin money. Excedrin costs what, like $7.99?
What?
Yeah, she raised money for Ada Wolf's Excedrin because he's like addicted to it. One of our other chat members, but it's always very small things. Like, she's done these fundraisers because she likes to do these ones to make her look good, and she's like, and she always, if anything, someone in her chat will donate, and then she'll I'll match it, but she's like, I got $3, and it's just like, not donation, but you're doing it not out of an authentic place. You're doing it, and it's it's only $3. It's, come on, you don't have, and then she posts the receipt of it, I did this donation, here's where your money went, we did this. It's no, it's always your chat members, and she just takes advantage of people's kindness constantly.
Right.
She's done fundraisers.
Here.
Yeah, she's done fundraisers where she'll say that, if you don't have the link, like we don't have a direct link, like if you don't have Cash App, you can send it to me and I'll give it to them, which is very weird.
See, that's when you know it's shady.
Yeah.
She raised $1.82 for domestic violence.
Yes.
Wow. I'm sure that went to a snack.
Yeah, one time she posted her vending machine when she was in one of the main hotels. She posted a receipt of her like vending machine transactions and was like, "See, this is how you show proof." It's like, what are you showing proof of, that you eat constantly?
What?
Like, that's like what? It had nothing to do with anything.
Oh my God.
It's like, yeah, it's easy to show proof when you're not hiding anything. It's like that's the literally only receipt I've ever actually seen you post. And of course, it's snacks out of a vending machine. I don't even think she can cook.
Yeah,
I really don't.
I
don't think she's.
Jessica told me this yesterday, and it was the funniest thing. I think I'm lagging again.
No, you sound fine.
I don't
know. Right here. But I only hear you on the StreamYards.
I closed the program. I closed the app, my editing app, so hopefully I'm not. But she said Tammy blocked me a few days after I was stupid enough to send her $25 to her Cash App. That doesn't make you stupid. She was mad drunk, so I requested the 25 back and said, pay it forward back to me, please, because I was done with it.
That's pretty funny.
That's awesome.
Yes, and Kathy said, let's raise money for markers. She was like saving up. She was raising money for markers, going on about these markers for like about 2 months. Like, I'm really saving up my money for these markers because she wanted to do her coloring streams again. It's like markers cost like $5. And she was always talking about, I'm really saving up, guys. I got to put a lot of money aside for these markers.
Are you fucking kidding me right now? When she did feed her kids, it would be at 11:30 at night while streaming, and would give her cheesecake scraps. Give them her
like
what the fuck? Oh my God.
Because even the father said she wasn't. All
right, let me explain who Tammy is really quick. Oh my God.
Oh God.
Feeding them. Okay, so I was homeless up until August of last year, for about, I think it was like 7-8 months. And my 19-year-old son, I'm going to say 19-year-old son, because whenever I say just son, it gets transferred into child or baby or toddler somehow. I don't know. We're living in my car and in a hotel. Tammy reached out to me in email from YouTube and offered to help us with one night at the hotel and 2 medium pizzas. I took her offer. I asked her if I could pay her back numerous times, and she said every time, no, just pay it forward. I was like, okay, if that's what you want, that's what I will do. Fast forward, what was this, in October when all that? Yeah, it was in October when all this happened. Because she helped me in June. Yes, in June. She helped me in June. So in October, I was on TikTok, logged out, was fixing to go watch a movie with my son, and all of a sudden I get a message saying, you need to get on YouTube. Somebody is like demanding you take a link to live stream. And I'm like, what? And they gave me the link to the live, and it was Trash Panda. And I'm like, what the hell? And I get in there, and this lady is just screaming up amok, claiming the first story was that I tried to open a Chase bank account in her name. The second story was I tried to open a Chase credit card in her name. And the third story was I made $300 and something purchase on her credit card, which I don't know how that would have happened when I had no access to any of her information, because she paid the hotel directly and she paid Domino's directly. No money was sent to me. No payment information was sent to me. Nothing. So I'm in there, like, she's just ripping me to shreds, like calling me a scammer, claiming that I lied about my son being how old he was. I proved everything in my like at that point when I first went in there, I didn't even remember who she was because she wasn't using her real YouTube name, which I now thinking back on it is very, very strange that she wasn't using her actual YouTube name. And so I didn't realize who she was until she said Domino's. And then it took me even a few minutes to register it then because I was so heated. And then I was like, okay, I do remember you. And you said to pay it forward. So what is the problem now? And she said, well, paying it forward means to pay it back. I'm like, no, that's not what it means. And then she was like, well, how do I know you paid forward? I don't think you paid it forward. I know you didn't pay it forward. It's like, how do you know? Now I'm supposed to send you evidence that I paid it forward? Like 10 years down the line, am I supposed to still send you evidence that I paid it forward? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, she
It got
wanted to pay it
so bad.
forward to Panda to help
Back to
Panda.
her, to Panda. Now, this is where Panda and I butt heads because Panda was talking shit about me in her own comment section. And I'm like, well, that's funny because Tammy just told me in text message last night that the money she wanted back from me was to go to you. So
She
then I'm putting two and two together. Now we know why Tammy was up there doing this and demanding the money back because Panda wanted it. Tammy wanted to give her the money. She didn't have any money. I'm sorry, but if you don't have enough money to feed yourself, why are you giving Panda anything?
Yeah. And
Like,
she didn't
that
get back
blew
to
my mind.
she didn't get back to Maine until Tammy gave her that money. Like she was back in Alabama for a few days, and then
Right.
when Tammy finally got that money, then magically she ended up back in Maine. So
Of course.
like she was waiting on that, and
Right.
it's just so funny for her to keep denying it, but that's exactly what it was.
Right. But then she says on the next Panda Live that she wanted the money back to buy braces for her legs. And it's like, that's not what you said. I still have the text message. I can send it to myself and put it up here. Tammy specifically said she wanted the money back so she could help Panda. I don't care what Panda says, how she tries to turn it. That is what Tammy said, not what I said.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. But I mean, it got worked out. I didn't have to pay her back. I did that following Monday. This happened on a Saturday. On Monday, I paid Tammy back the amount. I asked her to show me the screenshots of the hotel payment and the Domino's. That way I knew the exact amounts and I paid it back. I actually went over, I evened it out. It was like 117 something. I paid her 118. And they were back on that night, still claiming that I stole her fucking identity and shit. And I'm like, prove it.
Yeah,
They
and
still
Panda
haven't
really
shown this shit.
had the nerve to be like, "Oh, that really hurt you having to give that back, didn't you?" Like, bitch, like you
Not really. I
just
paid it back to get rid of those
yeah.
two crazy bitches.
And they didn't drop it, and then she's saying all stuff
Nope.
like that. It's like, Panda, you're the one that needs it so badly. Like that is obviously like must be pushing Tammy, or Tammy's just doing it to like get your friendship. But yeah, you're the one that needs it. You waited and you didn't get to do your Maine trip going back to Maine. That was hinged on the money that Tammy had. So
correct. Yeah, that was weird that she didn't have the money to go. I give Tammy the money, and then all of a sudden she's able to go to Maine.
Yep.
Oh, Tammy and Panda. Oh my god.
Yeah,
I think destroy each other.
Yes. I think Tammy's cramping her style. That's Panda's gig with the trying to get money and do the sympathy thing, and Tammy's kind of getting in the way of that.
Army story. Whose army story did she steal?
I don't know. Missing something?
I don't know.
she steals a lot of people's stories.
Oh, I know. Reaper, read Munya's comment.
Nanya.
Okay. Nunya's comment.
Oh no, okay, yeah, that's what she stole it from.
Hey guys, I started watching from the beginning, but I fast forward to say this. She got the 88M Army thing from me. I was a mod for her. Oh my god, no way.
Oh my god.
Oh wow. Why is that not surprising?
Yeah, she does. She takes other people's stories. And that's why she's like, when you confront her, she will never go on a panel. Because if you confront her with any of this, well, she did with that Jenny Jen, and she was confronted with Clean. Didn't do very well with that. Everyone was laughing at her. But because of that, because she takes other people's stories, she has not even a surface level knowledge of the stuff that she claims, like with the MS and anything. Like she doesn't even research her own lies. Like that's how lazy she is at this. Like you think if this is what you're going to be doing, or you don't want to work, or you just like, and the other thing too is and this isn't a lie, she has a legit Mustang, like 2023, I think. And the insurance for that must be is crazy. So she has to have some type of some form of disability, something coming in monthly to be affording that. I thought it was the mother's car, but she still has it with her in Maine,
right?
Unless the mother's down there, I don't know. But that's a little weird.
Well, the whole identity thing and the credit card thing came from because I was on a live stream a while back, and we were all talking about things that we did in our like early years and regretted. And I said, yeah, back in 2000 and 2001, we hacked eBay accounts and, stuff like that. And all of a sudden, Tammy and Crash Panda hear about this, and that's when this all kicked off. I have texted what's her face, Tammy, and asked her, I said, I need to see proof that your information was messed with or something, because I need to know if the hotel did it, because I paid with my debit card, somebody else paid with their debit card. We need to know. Never a word back. No proof, no nothing.
Yeah, she
Still
said
to
that
this day, nothing.
That you got.
And by the way, there are such things as FOIA, Tammy, and you have never.
Are you still there, or is it me?
I don't know. I don't know. I think it's me. Sorry.
All right. Well, I hear you now. Yeah, she said like she
Okay.
got that you got the credit card number from the Domino's receipt, and like it's like no place ever. It's
no
for fourth last digits, or not even. It's like there's no way that like can happen. And she just saw whatever video and just decided this and just wanted to cause all these issues. But it's just crazy.
Hi, Mandy. Thank you for the $2 super chat.
And she made it about Villain too.
Nuts. She makes everything about Villain. She's so in love with Villain. She's still in love with Villain.
Yeah, like she said, like Tammy was like, you're friends with Villain, and it's like, what? Like, why are you so jealous of that? Why do you guys want to be Villain's friends so bad?
But she kept saying it. That's the thing, is she kept bringing it up. Like, now that you're friends with Villain, and you have a job and a house and all the, okay, what does that? So I'm doing good now. I got myself out of homelessness. She tried acting like paying for one night at a hotel and 2 pizzas, that she magically brought me out of homelessness. And I couldn't understand where she was coming from that. She helped me. I thanked like over a month. I thanked her for that help. I thanked her again that night. I thanked her again the next day or the day after, when I sent her the 118, which again, I didn't even have to pay that back.
Yeah.
But yeah, that wasn't good enough. Nope.
Yeah, Tammy's nuts, and there eventually is going to be a huge fallout with that. It's going to be entertaining, I'll tell you that. But it's just not. There's no way with her history, with Panda's history. There's no way that they can be friends for that long. It's constant tension.
Oh, absolutely. I agree. No, I mean, Villain's careful with who she befriends. Panda, I can tell you for a fact, would never be on that list. There's just
No.
no.
She's not going antiquing with her anytime soon, as Panda wishes.
No. I love how she's always like, yeah, I mean, Villain's just like me. No, Villain is nothing like you.
That's the funniest thing is I clipped a few of it because I was noticing in the past, like recently, she was much like myself, Villain. It's like, or just like me, Villain does this. It's like, stop.
Right.
Like, no, like, and she just went right back to it. She knows Villain talked about her and said about her stolen valor and everything, but she still just can't help herself. She thinks that because she stopped and didn't bring her up again, that it just goes away. That's what she does. And then she tries to come and like be friends and be nice, love bomb, and say how beautiful and everything, and thinks like it just makes everything okay. Like,
I mean, all she does is go live and she plays everybody else's videos, and that's it. As a matter of fact, didn't she just use one of my content not long ago and hated the fact that she had to do it because I was the only one that had it up?
I remember Fallen was on there and said that you're the only one that had the video, and Panda went, "Oh fuck." She played it, and then she tried to be like, "Oh yeah, so me and Reaper have our differences." It's like, no. And it was like how
I can't stand you.
And it had to do with Lisa. It's like, no, that's not the differences. Stop. Like,
Trash Panda, you are absolute real trash. We don't have differences. I just really cannot stand you. You're a lying piece of shit. You scam people. You lie about people. You lie about your own life. Just stop.
Constantly.
And try making your own damn content and stop using everybody else's and getting paid for it before we all start copyright striking your ass.
She's the last live she did, she says that she does this every time someone does anything about her. She has people in the background working on some videos on us.
Good job. Make sure it's never a fact right for once.
It never happens. She's been saying this for like years, and she doesn't know how to make a video at all. No. But she said she's been archiving Lisa for the longest ever. Nope. But yeah, she always says that she threatens like, oh, there's people in the background and they're doing all this. They're making documentaries about you, and it never happens. It's just she thinks that it's gonna scare us away. Like that's also why another reason I came on, so I could probably finally put to rest that who she thinks I am. She thinks I'm either Moon, Emma, or Clean. So not any of those. You can tell by my voice. So there you go, Panda.
I seen that, professional troll. And I'm going to say this, Panda, I happen to be good friends with a lot of creators in the actual paranormal community. You will never make it there. I promise you.
Yeah, she's not good at it either. Like she just does these.
They don't take kind to people like her anyways.
Yeah.
Sorry.
There's not much places for her to go after this.
Well, she doesn't need to go to the paranormal community and muck it up like she mucked up everywhere else she's gone. She's a parasite is what she is. She named herself what? Apropos? What the fuck is that?
Let me go back in the chat. The toilet flushing. But yeah, she morphs her personality to any person that and a lot of people can like suss that out. Like it's weird. Right. Like her behavior is really weird, and it's a red flag. She kisses ass way too much. And And yeah, she changed her name recently.
Question. It's a good question. I don't know if I could answer it. Could you answer it? Why did she stop covering Lisa and others?
Okay, so why she stopped covering Lisa was because of the co-host she had recently. Fallen Angel was found out to be on the sex offender registry. And instead of saying, because she immediately was like, that's fake, it's AI, Google doesn't have real websites, it's all bullshit, and they all do this. And then like being confronted with the evidence, and she still wants to be close to this woman. Instead of that, she was like, I'm not going to do drama anymore. And then like the next day changed her channel name to Supernaturally Panda, said she's not going to be doing drama or Lisa content anymore. She actually said that anyone can use her Lisa Richards content that she's worked so hard of. She's donating it to anyone to take the reign.
What content?
Yeah, I know. Her streams, her 10-hour streams playing Lisa Richards where it barely plays, and she's eating on top of it and calling people pedophiles.
Of playing everybody else's content.
Yes.
While she like mumbles around it and then talks about herself for like an hour before she goes back to the video. No facts, no nothing.
And I think it's also too because of you and Villain, and she knows that like she's been exposed in that community, and then the Fallen stuff, and that was another big thing. So she just, it all caught up to her. She thought that she was gonna make it in this community, and she didn't.
It's easy. Don't surround yourself and befriend sex offenders, pedophiles, and perverts. It's easy.
Yeah, that's not asking much at all.
No.
She can't even do that. And again, with William, she the dog. She's done the dog thing where the other YouTuber way before even any of this shot her dog. And now she has a new service dog. She has like 2 service dogs now that are not even a pound. For her MS, so she can weld.
She doesn't need a service dog.
Yeah, so it's a Yorkie. It's like a half a pound Yorkie, and she says she takes it with her to her naval ship welding job.
Wow.
Which is it's just bullshit.
Are you saying you want your $15 back from her?
Yes. He donated to her for her to get a new service dog, and she has denied this for years. Well, a year since I think that's happened. That she didn't raise money off of the dead dog, which never. She said it was shot by a YouTuber, calling a wellness check and all that, and it wasn't. Even the father said that it had a tumor and had to be put down. But she said that this YouTuber had a wellness check and the dog was shot. And then she said that here you guys can pitch in and donate to my Cash App or Venmo. And William did give her $15, and she just denies that ever happened.
Wow. Yeah, you will have to take that up with PayPal. I'm so sorry she did that. Jesus Christ. Well, she has 2 service dogs for herself. No.
Yeah, she's always saying she gets new dogs, these new animals, like that she talks to. She's friends with mooses now and giving them raspberries. It's just all crazy stuff. Like it's like the mind of a child. It's just not really based much in reality.
No, you're absolutely right. And if you listen to her, it really does sound like a child.
Yeah, and she couldn't. She also was Clean was on with Jenny Jen and confronted her about the dog thing. She said that there wasn't a police report because it was too late at night about the dog being shot.
Ahmad got her a puppy too.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah,
'Cause
nobody has doxed her, her family. Nobody's doxed anybody. Shut up, Panda.
no, she's done the most doxing of herself than anyone.
Tara, yes, I can see you finally. We have had such a hard time trying to get her back in the chat. My last 2 live streams, she's in here, she's commenting, but nobody ever saw her. Yes, you're finally back. Yay. I spent like 15 minutes on my YouTube studio trying to find out if there was an issue, and I don't know what happened. Yeah, her full name is on her Cash App. So, yeah, can't dox. Nobody doxed anybody from her.
Yeah, she's done the most doxing when it comes to herself than anyone has. She does it every night. So long as it's for money, that's fine.
Oh, yeah.
But like if you say Leah, she freaks out.
Oh my God. Well, then don't put your name out there.
Yeah,
Nobody ever asks. She just tells them personal shit.
Yes, no, yeah, that's one thing. No one asked her any of this, and she'll just open the stream and trauma dump and just say all this stuff. And I mean, it's interesting to listen to sometimes because most of it's not even real. It's like imaginary.
Oh my God, she's friends with a moose named Frank now that she is in Maine. But when she was in Florida, she was friends with a shark named Scar.
Yeah, she swam with sharks. And then asking her about it, she acts like it's not that big of a deal. Like, what the fuck? Like, you're a weirdo for not swimming with sharks.
Oh my God. Has she wrangled a lion? Or was she friends with that too? Was she friends with the bull before it tried to kill her?
I mean,
Did
probably.
she betray the bull?
I know that. I think she said she was castrating cattle since she was 6 or something ridiculous, and giving them shots and all that. Like, it's just always ridiculous.
Alligators living in her backyard pool. Okay, I lived in Florida for 18 years. Do you know how rare it is to find an alligator in your backyard? Very, very. You probably would get struck by lightning before you would see an alligator in your backyard. It's that rare.
Yeah, she's had so much wild animal encounters, and it's all friendly and fun, like a Disney movie.
Jeez. Yeah, and then her imaginary, was it a fling with Robert Downey Jr.?
Yeah, he helped her. He helped her. Like, I think it was like, I know Emma mainly has a lot of those ones. That she broke down and his limo pulled over in like Alabama, and he like helped her out. And then like she also was like, oh, if Robert Downey Jr. found out how sick I was, he'd be so upset. And then the poke bowls with Jason Momoa thing, like she was like trying, like I know Emma has all those DMs. And she was like, "Oh yeah, like I can get you in the biz. Like I'm a model. I'm a do all this Marvel stuff, and like yeah, and saying all this crazy stuff like that." But she says it's a troll, and no, it's not a troll. You're just embarrassed.
Right. Exactly. So we have somebody new in here. Alaska says she's a backstabber. Said she doesn't go real life, but gives out info. Never try. We don't trust her at all.
By your profile, I think I might know that account. I wonder if that's Scrappy that was in her chat. I just know the profile picture looked like that. I'm not sure. I don't. Just wondering what she did. But she does turn on a lot of her people. Because that's all it's almost sociopathic. She doesn't really care about them. It's what they can do for her. And that's why she love bombs any new person that comes in. Tammy, they love so much. Because obviously Tammy is such a lovable person. Like,
Hi, Jill. Hey, Faith. Yeah. Oh, and there was somebody else that I was gonna read out here. I have a new mouse and it's like too fast for me. All her stories are hilarious until you remember she neglects her kids, befriends PDFs, stolen valor, and lies about cancer and dead family members. Exactly.
Yeah.
That was another thing. She obviously loved Lisa a lot because Lisa reminds her a lot of herself. We all know that Lisa has killed off her dad twice now, has put him in the hospital more times than he's actually been in the hospital. Well, so Panda has also killed off her own mother, who is alive and well, breeding dogs, actually.
Yeah. The Yorkies that she has.
Yeah. But her mom passed away. She's just somehow raising Yorkies and living a happy life.
Yeah, and then the condition of her seeing her kids at that time was that her mother, very much alive, be there. And so it's confirmed she's been alive. You could even hear in older live streams, you could even hear in the background sometimes. So it's just crazy.
Right. That's nuts. Panda always telling lies. I think it was called. Oh, yeah, the video. I've seen the video. Oh, wait, she's killed her mom twice?
Let me think. I mean,
Urine Stash says twice.
I know that it was originally it was a long one where she was saying that the mother was on like end of life care for like about a year.
Yes, Tammy. Her mom's dead again, people are asking.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't be surprised. I remember that she was saying that she was on end of life care, and this was like almost 2 years ago. And then when Emma and Moon were doing a stream about her, she's like, "Yeah, basically a family member passed, but I don't think she's killed her off again since then. Not that I can remember, but again, it gets so much because it's so much to keep up with when it comes to her lies."
Like, I love my parents and they're not doing very well right now. They're like in bad shape. And I'm like praying for them not to go. And these people are killing their parents off on the internet for money.
I know. These are just things like you don't lie about. It's just such bad karma. Saying you have cancer, especially multiple times, and then like telling people you're dying, and then saying that a parent died. Like that is just, like, the scariest thing to me is losing my parents. Like, and you're gonna lie about that, and then she will say that her mom was so evil and all this stuff that she's done to her, and her mom's basically used to give her a place to live. Maybe that's why she's back in Maine, because she had it with her.
More than likely. I'm so sorry, Mask Guy Johnny. A bad Lifetime movie. I mean, could you imagine Lifetime would actually be able to make movies out of Panda and Melissa and Victoria and Lori and everybody else over there on TikTok, basically. Oh, speaking of TikTok, I still cannot do anything on TikTok because my dumb ass uninstalled it when the ban happened, and the re-download or the reinstall hack that was out there didn't work on Androids. So I can get on it with my laptop, but all I can do is like comment a couple times, and I can comment for maybe 5 minutes in a live stream, but that's it. I'm fine with that. My stress level has been way down since I haven't been on TikTok.
Yeah, I never really used TikTok, but I can only imagine.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second.
But yeah, it is true. She has to one up everyone, especially many people come in her chat that have cancer, have some type of illness, and she will always be like, well, I had this, ones up everything, always has it worse than anyone else.
I don't understand why people have to be that way.
It's so weird. It's like I understand like talking to someone because you can relate to something and be like, oh yeah, I have that too. But she just kind of like she'll like just shut it down and be like, yeah, well, I have that too, and much worse, like 5 times worse, because she wants to be like this perceived as like the most bravest, but also the most disabled, the most beautiful, strongest, hardworking, but just helpless. It's just weird. Like pick one thing.
No, you did not. Hold on, I have to grab that. Oh, you have MS? I relearned how to walk. That's exactly how she is.
She did say that. He's not lying.
No.
She did say that on one stream.
Oh my God.
It was like during the fall and stuff. She said she retaught herself how to walk, and she like said that her MS gets better, and then when she like gets better from her MS, she just becomes beautiful. Like and she grows an
Fuck.
upper lip. Like her eyebrows are arched,
What?
her whole facial structure. It's a bold glamour filter, but that's what like the way she talks makes it sound like that. So that she doesn't take a medication anymore. She's better, and she's hiking, so she has an upper lip and arched
Oh,
eyebrows and clear
okay.
skin, and it's just so bizarre. And again, and anyone says it, anyone points out how obviously, because she's not good at her lying, and anyone points it out, and then she gets so defensive and just says it's all bullshit. Everything is bullshit.
That's
Everyone on
crazy.
the internet is lying, but her.
What the fuck? My best friend suffers from MS, and I can tell you everything that Trash Panda has said. Trash Panda does not have MS.
Yeah, no.
Oh my God. You
Like
don't
she,
get better from MS. You just don't. I'm sorry.
no.
And when you have a good day on MS, it doesn't give you the fountain of fucking youth where lips grow back and eyebrows change position and shit like that.
Yeah, like they have like periods of remission where you're like a little better, but it's not like this. Like she makes it sound like, and especially she wouldn't be working this much.
Right.
She in the past said that her doctor told her she couldn't work anymore. And this was a few years ago. Well, yeah, I think it was about like close to 2 years ago. She said that her doctor said she couldn't work anymore and that she was going to get disability. Then that all changed, and then she just became like crazy hardworking Panda. Like getting gigs, like that's what she was said earlier, is that her old job was that she just did a lot of traveling. So she's been in Maine for 2 years. She just went traveling, which is, she's talking about like she being an extra on films, because she would get those text messages that everyone gets to become an extra.
Right.
And Clean got the same one and posted it because she said, oh, it's a pretty good gig. It was like a Walking Dead thing, and then she was going to fly to the other side of the country to do this, and it was going to be a good gig. Like she's like, oh, casting season is starting for me, and it's just, no, everyone gets those. Everyone gets them. You're not in an agency, like, but that was her job. She would fly and do all these gigs, all these what's it called? What casting calls and all this stuff.
Right.
She didn't do.
I guess I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Help to the no. Are you in here? Or at least in the chat? She just sent me some screenshots of Tammy in a live chat.
Right now?
Yeah, I think it's right now.
I'm sure Tammy is freaking out. You know Tammy's watching. Tammy is freaking
it's
out.
nothing to do with over here. She's just saying,
Oh.
I'm just saying that somebody died in my family, and this is what I would know. Not trying to brag, and I'm definitely not fucking begging. I don't know what's going on.
So, but I thought it was the dog that died. So now someone else is dead?
We just lost our beautiful Rachel, but we're going to be all right. And then somebody said maybe talking anyone's kids should not be a topic of conversation. Held to the no. Hey, yes, she's in here. Oh, this is from last night. Okay. Give me some background, woman. You can't just send me screenshots. and say no. Oh, this was last night, Tammy in chat. So basically, she I like just trying to get attention. Oh, no
Yes.
dead dog mentioned, and the dog died a week ago. Is that right?
Yeah, so yeah, it had to have been like around a week ago. Because I'm trying to think of the date exactly. A little over a week ago, because she said it had a tooth infection for 2 days, and it just
Whoa,
went.
what? So the dog had a tooth infection for 2 days and died from it?
Mm-hmm. So that basically
Okay,
means the dog died right as she watched it die.
But wait, I'm not an expert in vet dental. Is that possible? That a dog dies from a tooth infection of 2 days?
I mean, I don't know about 2 days. It would have to be pretty bad, but I'm sure, like, yeah, because it wouldn't be able to like get sepsis or go to the heart, especially a small dog like that.
Right.
But I've never heard of that. Like, when people lose their dogs or have to put it down or anything like that, it's never a tooth infection. That you just yank it. You get it antibiotics. So, I mean, that's just crazy. I can't imagine that watching that.
I couldn't do that. No, she did not take the pet to the vet. And you know what? I'm not going to say anything bad about that because she may not have the money. But here's the thing. And me and you discussed this even last night, was that there are feed stores everywhere in Washington State. Okay. Yeah. She could have gone to any of those feed stores, paid 75 cents per antibiotic pill, Augmentin, and she could have given it to her dog. That would have taken care of the infection. But to just sit there and let the infection grow and watch it die and then put it in her freezer.
Yeah.
That's unacceptable behavior.
Yeah, and if you don't get the money, surrender it. If you care that much, like.
Correct.
But that is just, I've never heard that be a cause of death, and they just were like that was normal. Like, yeah, what can you do? Like, yeah, there's plenty of things you could do in that situation. You could take it. I mean, I'm sure even in Washington, I'm sure there's a lot of places that have like kind of like free clinics, sliding scale, work with you. Get on a payment plan, care credit. You can pay that off in a year, interest free, $200. There's a lot of options. The financial options, though, in Panda's chat shouldn't be that reliable. Like, you shouldn't have to rely on her chat to get you through life in emergency situations like that. It's just crazy.
Like, it says that there's no set time on how long it could take, but I'm pretty sure it would take more than 2 days unless you just noticed it 2 days prior to the passing.
Yeah, I think that's probably
I know humans can die of an abscessed tooth. It can take so I'm pretty sure animals can too, but if you can't help it.
Yeah, I think that has to be the case. Like, it doesn't seem right that it would be 2 days. That it was probably some ongoing thing that just was never taken to the vet about, and then just that it started experiencing severe complications from it within those 2 days would probably make the most sense. But that is just crazy, because with the tooth abscess, you can tell.
Absolutely. Tara, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure. Victoria putting her dead lizard in the freezer for God knows how long, and now Tammy's putting her deceased dog in the freezer. I just don't understand it.
I've never heard of it. I just never heard of having to do that.
No. Yes, this was like a week ago, PetSmart. She's had a lot of pets die from God knows what. That's interesting.
Tammy?
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's what. Hold on.
So do you think it's legit, or do you think that she might be making this up?
Well, now she's saying somebody named Rachel passed away. Unless Rachel was her dog. Does anybody know her dog's name?
That I don't know.
Your dog knows.
Yeah, she wants the attention right now.
I don't know who.
I mean,
This
it
person
could
writes
be
over
if she is talking about a death, then it could be
could
most
be, but
likely the
she's
dog.
not
I'm just not.
specifically saying it. That's the thing. She's not specifically saying if it was a human or an animal.
Yeah.
She does professional troll. She does absolutely.
Yeah, that's why it's like I don't like. Is it even if it is legit?
Yeah, Dale, we're just trying to figure out why people keep putting their deceased pets in the freezer with their food. We don't understand why people are doing this.
Yeah, I mean, never heard of that.
Me neither. I mean, but with Victoria, she also had a dead cat rot for 10 days on her living room floor while she was in
Jesus.
jail because her husband did nothing about it, didn't pick it up, didn't clean it up. So, people are, I don't get it. My cats are family to me. I would never do that to them. I'd like, there's no way.
No, I bring my dog to the vet for everything. My dog
Yes.
has epilepsy. If it has more than, it's a fortune, but if it has more than 2 seizures, that's a ER stay and having to stay overnight.
Yes.
Figure it out. You don't have to be rich. There's a lot of, especially in her situation. Like I've seen it myself when it comes to like cremating and all that type of stuff. There's agencies that'll help you with that.
Yeah.
Not Panda's chat. Like it doesn't have to be like that. So
Always Panda's chats. Always.
Panda likes to be the foundation. She likes to be charity.
It's the Pet Trash Panda Foundation. Okay, so just Googled it, and it said some do it to slow down decomp until they can do a proper burial. Okay.
Yeah, I mean that.
I
I guess that.
get that. I guess I get that, but I mean, people leaving it in there for weeks, that's not normal. And I'm talking about Victoria at that point, not Tammy. Right, and I did look it up, Jessica. I looked it up in her part of Washington, and it ran about $180 to $200 for cremation, or she could have had it cremated with somebody else's deceased animal for $35.
Yes, that's true. Because I've seen that before too. That's an option too, because people can't always afford it. You might get another dog's with it, but it's still part of your dog's. And if you don't have the means to do so, that's a good option.
Dirty Smart, email me and I'll help you with that. Frauditorreaper@gmail.com. Okay, so since you found the cat under the porch and you won't leave your couch now, Mask Johnny. Yeah, you have a cat. Congratulations.
I'll be right back. I gotta bring this dog out because she's
okay.
I'll be right back.
All right. Yeah, you are the proud owner of a kitten. Congratulations. You are a cat dad now. Yes. Welcome to the cat family. Well, earthworms are a little different than our pets, but yeah, I remember my dad used to keep earthworms in the fridge before, like, when he would go fishing. But how long did they stay in there? Okay, away from the food, away from okay. Yeah, I don't know. It just took me aback because with Victoria's whole putting her lizard in the freezer for we don't know how long, it was quite a while. When I heard that, I was just like, what is it with everybody putting their pets in freezers? So it was a bit weird. But again, all she had to do was call around. She could have gotten her dog cremated with another deceased animal for $35. It. Right. Yeah. I forgot it was winter. And I'm sure, like, the vet can even help with that, right? Like, if it's too cold to bury your pet, don't they have, like, something you can put it in maybe? I don't know. My pets usually always pass away when either they don't or they pass away in the summer. Oh, let me look, Blessed. Did you send me a whole bunch? Was that you, Blessed, that sent me a whole bunch of them? Oh my God, the local guides? No, that's awesome though. Yeah, I found Hanini Market and Subs actually today, so we were on the same thought track. That's awesome. But I guess this is a review from Hanini Market and Subs. It's about Lisa. Somebody wrote a review. Lately, there has been a scary looking woman with 2 or 3 teeth loitering outside this building for several months, begging people for money and screaming at people on her phone all hours of the day and night. The owners really need to do something. No, they did not. That is awesome.
All right, I'm back.
That is funny. That is so funny. Like, this is a legit review for the that store that she keeps saying that she's going to get hoagies and stuff from. That's funny. And yeah, by the way, she's using the ATM there and then meeting her dealer in the alleyway. That's why she needs to be there before they close at 11. Yeah, PayPal. What interview with Tammy?
Oh, with Tommy. Which one? There's like 3. There's some CPS ones. There's one too that I sent you that was on one of their channels, where he talks about the situation with Panda with the kidnapping and everything.
Oh,
there's
yeah.
there's a lot of Tommy interviews out there.
Yeah. We can. Not tonight. I've got to end.
All right.
But no, definitely. We can always do this as a part 2 tomorrow and play some of these interviews.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah. That would be awesome.
Yeah, we're still waiting on more because he's not even in the current year yet. Like, it's just so far back, and it gets kind of confusing because when he's talking about one of the baby mothers, it's not Panda, it's a different woman. So that, yeah, sometimes that gets confusing, but we're waiting on him to catch up to current day. But he does say that what happened, that they're in CPS custody currently. And then he's done another interview. I still haven't checked out another one because someone left me a comment saying it was crazy. I haven't checked that one out yet. But
wait, so her husband did he wrote a book?
Yes, what's it called? Never Give Up, by Thomas Bain. I'm not doxing him. He's an author. Tired of being gaslit by Panda by thinking that, but he has a whole book. It's a very big read. It goes over the whole CPS history.
Oh, it
But
doesn't
like,
go over his murder, murder conviction.
Not that. It does talk about him being in jail for a bit. But I don't think it doesn't go into that. And it's a lot of it's kind of like reading his Facebook posts, but like in a book format. That's like 600 pages. But there's some small good parts in there that give you more insight. I mean, I haven't read it completely. I know others have.
Right. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he does. He always refers to himself as the victim, and it's the government. Like he does like an Alex Jones thing. Like he thinks he's like an Alex Jones type. That it's that the CPS and all these government agencies are after him and like framing him for all this stuff. But it's like you're just some guy. You're not like anyone of importance. You're just some guy. Like it's very, I mean, not mentally well.
Exactly. Yeah, I wouldn't buy it.
Well, he's putting it for 99 cents. It's got a deal going on. You can buy it for 99 cents on Kindle.
Oh, okay. Still not buying it. Yeah, nope. I don't know. I mean, if Panda wanted to change her channel name, go into some different thing because she's never done content, so I can't say different content. That's fine. Everybody, there's been so many people that have done it, but don't go sticking your ass into shit you don't belong in and lying about people.
Exactly. And I would have stopped with my channel so long ago had she had stopped talking and making these claims about people, and some people who have been nothing but nice to her, and just let it go. If it doesn't bother you so much, Panda, then don't. Just move on. I mean, and I've done it in the past, left her alone and then let her and to see what happens. And then she gets bolder and she gets other people to threaten people. And so she just got to either and that's fine. If she wants to do her own content and stick to it and stop bringing up other people and showing up in other people's comments and talking about other people and making outrageous claims. Yeah. So just stop that. If she wants it to end. Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry. You said that about Lisa. I called you out about it. What really pissed me off about Jesse is the fucking sexism. And then he's sitting there like, if I was a female, you wouldn't have called me out. I called Itty out. So what makes you any different? Don't say it. And it was the way he was saying it. It was telling her, if you go prostitute yourself, you'll get money faster so you can overdose faster. Like, fuck off.
That's funny because Panda made a huge thing. She would do this like stuff where if you say that Lisa should OD and die, you're not allowed in my chat. I don't want you anywhere near me, and like doing this like moral grandstanding thing. So that's really interesting that she would choose this guy to side up with, who said that exact thing that she said she's so against, and that she would personally track them down. All the people that would say this, she would personally track them down, and I don't know what she planned to do with them. But that's what she was saying.
Yeah, he was woman hating. The distortion of his face when he would woman hate was grotesque. It's like you could see the true hatred for women. And it's like, this is why you cover Lisa, because you hate women. Like,
Yeah.
I don't get it. And he had his own bullshit. This isn't his first channel. He's been in multiple communities with multiple channels. He's been kicked out of all of them. He deletes his channel, runs away for a while, and then comes back with a different channel in a different community, mucks it all up, and then does the same thing again. He's been a woman. He swears up and down he has a twin, although the photo he showed with him and his twin is a horribly photoshopped photo of himself putting himself next to himself.
That's insane. That's
really
some Panda shit. Like that's
I couldn't believe it when I saw it. I was like, no, I can easily tell you just photoshopped your own photo next to your own photo. And then I can tell you're wearing a wig. But yet he wants people to believe that it was a paternal twin, not an identical, but yet everything you've got with this so-called twin is you. So how is it not identical?
Oh my
Jesse
God.
LaRusso, he deleted his channel. We did not bully him off of the internet. Trash Panda.
Yeah. It does sound like some Panda shit. Like that is some shit she would do.
It does. From what I've learned from you guys, she has done this before.
Like that just sounds like something she would do.
Like the whole
and that's what I'm wondering.
Things and going into other communities.
Yeah,
then,
she's always finding new communities.
No, nobody bullied him. He tried to say that I was sending all of my subscribers over there to bully and harass him. And never once did I tell you guys to go over there. And never once did I see you guys going over there. If I saw any of my subscribers say anything, they were correcting him. That was the only thing they were doing. I'm sorry if he could not handle that.
I think I'd chill like with the cyberbullying thing, like literally like with Panda, like she had this woman on after like we said that the truth, which was Fallen is on a sex offender registry, and they're like, you got to report these cyberbullying to the cyber police and the IC3 and stuff. Like this, like chill with the bullying stuff. Like just being called out for your shit is not bullying, and filing a report or calling the police on it is just insane. And enough. You're a grown man, you're a grown woman. Stop. Yep. It's not bullying.
I've been called out for my own shit, and I didn't run away crying. Grow up. Jesse will never grow up. 38-year-old man living with his mother on disability. Like, and then he says he's going to take a vacation from YouTube because of surgery's coming up and he wants to get back to sewing. Well, then do that.
They always do that.
Don't delete your channel and claim that it was because you were bullied.
They always start some shit with people and then they're like, oh, I got to take a health break. And I don't want to do drama anymore. It's like, yeah, you don't want to do drama because like it's not working out the way you wanted it to.
Right. And it's done with him. It's done. It's over with. He's gone. Good riddance. I won't miss him. Trash Panda stayed online and continues to talk shit. That's fine. Then we will continue bringing your shit to light.
Yeah, I'm just wondering what her next move is going to be. She said tonight, she was going to have the funnest stream ever with all her friends. I don't know what she has planned. It's not going to be any different than usual. I think she was trying to distract from the fact that there's a stream about her tonight, but yeah, I guess the funnest Panda stream ever. I can't imagine that. It's going to be 10 hours long, eating, flushing toilets.
Unless it's somebody else doing the live stream.
Yeah.
And not Tammy.
Oh, yeah, Tammy will have a mouthful to say to eventually. She's going to have a problem. She has me blocked on every, like, I don't even know how she figured it out. And like, even on the alt accounts I have, she has everyone blocked that you can't see her comments.
I believe it.
I don't know how she figures it out, but she has like everyone blocked.
Poor Tammy. I just don't know how these people find me.
Yeah, it's
Live streaming at the at the Family Dollar. Who did that?
Panda. Panda was just she does that a lot. She's been doing that a lot. She's talking about how she has paid $2,000 a month for rent, even though like she doesn't.
No.
And then she's been going to the dollar store. She's been doing her grocery hauls, just getting
So that she
snacks
can get
all the
people to
time.
pay for it. That's
Yep.
why, Debbie. It's the same reason why Danny goes grocery shopping live. It's the same reason why Victoria goes grocery shopping live. They all go grocery shopping live, and they're always like, "Oh, I'm short," or "Oh, should I get this? No, it's too expensive." And then somebody in their live chat's like, "Well, I'll get it. I'll cash app you the money right now."
Yeah, and that's what that just happened too. Some woman that just came around, Panda was grocery shopping, was like, "Panda, please pin your cash up. I want to pay for your groceries. I want to pay for your groceries, please, Panda." And then she did. She dropped it, and like it's just like I don't know why she felt the need to. Like I don't know if she's like, if she's messaging her or other stuff, but and this woman also just lost her mother, so she's dealing with enough. She doesn't need to be giving her money to Panda, and I think she's also giving it to her under the belief that she's supporting two children that she's not. These are just snacks. And it's all pre-made food because I'm convinced, and I really would like her to set the record straight. I don't think Panda is allowed to use a stove or cook, because she's so weird about cooking. She says every meal she's ever cooked like takes 5 hours to make. So I'm just really interested if she could address that one, if she is allowed near a stove, because I just don't think she is, because she doesn't have a good concept of cooking, and she'll read out like what she's eating sometimes, and it'll be like the back of like a frozen dinner, like a Marie's calendar pot pie, and it's just so funny and silly, but it's always everything to cook is 5 hours. It's never like just, and she always buys just pre-made food. So I'm just convinced, and I'll just say it, prove me wrong, Panda, that you can cook.
That's crazy. Yeah, I agree with Professional Troll. Like, I'm sorry, but if you don't want people bringing up the fact that you surround yourself with registered sex offenders and pedophiles and perverts, then do not surround yourself with registered sex offenders, pedophiles, and perverts. And I'm going to leave and close tonight with that advice.
Yeah, exactly. And then don't also have that sex offender on. And they were talking about Mickey Mouse fan club's a video she reposted, and they were saying how terrible she was for doing so. And it's like, this lady, you exploited a child. You're on a registry. Like, calm down with your grandstanding over a video.
Well, and how about make your own content before you talk about somebody else's content?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. Call me crazy for that one. Yeah, I love Mickey Mouse fan too. Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. Whatever she says is not going to hurt Mickey Mouse fans' feelings. That's for sure.
No, she's doing fine. Like,
she is. She doesn't need any permission or anything from Trash Panda. Nobody does.
No one does. No one even asks. No one wants it. No one needs it.
Oh, no, Lisa's live right now. Oh, Lisa, you're making more work for me, because now I've got another one I've got to add for part 2. Great. All right, so I'm gonna get back to upload or rendering my Lisa video. That should be up in the next hour or so, and then I'll get started on the second one, and we'll come back. I have to check. I have to make sure I should be able to come back tomorrow night and do those interviews.
All right, yeah, that'll be great. Just let me know. I think I should be able to too. So,
okay.
Yeah, just keep in touch, and we'll see. Because that'll be great.
Yeah, if we can, I will put out another note. I will put it out there. If we can't, I'll say something in my community post. I have to get with my son and see what he has going on tomorrow night. That's why I usually go on Sundays and Mondays because we don't have anything. And then last night was the Super Bowl and I forgot, so I had to reschedule for tonight.
Yeah.
But that's okay. Anyway,
Yeah,
thanks for coming on.
We'll figure it out. Oh, thanks for having me. I'm glad I finally got to. So it was fun.
Right? It was. All right. Good night, everybody.
Yeah. Good night, everyone. Thanks for coming by. All right.